初めて日本を訪れた外国人が東京の静けさと食文化に驚きます。旅の途中で思わぬ出来事にも遭遇しました。
As an American visiting Tokyo for the first time, I will say that everywhere you go, it is dead silent. Dead silent. Like, it is incredibly quiet. Even though there's like 40 million plus people who live here, even in like the most touristy places, everybody's so quiet, especially on the subways. And as someone who's visiting from New York City, I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it for sure.
格安便で日本へ。意外な快適さが待っていました。
flight available, and one of them was Air China, and I've never flown with them before. China Eastern was a little bit cheaper, but apparently Air China has better reviews, so I don't know, I'm scared of flying, okay? And just before we boarded, they said they had to weigh James, and then after gave him this little panda as a gift. First impressions, they've got a good selection of movies, and the little safety briefing was this cute little panda, so I'm actually obsessed with that. I got the fish option with rice, pesto pasta, and this little mousse pot, and guys, this was divine. This was actually one of the best airplane foods I've ever had. We had a 3-hour layover in Beijing, so to pass the time we got more food. We got a beef brisket noodle, and these were so yummy. Why do I look like I'm fighting for my life though? Then on our second flight we crashed out. We missed dinner, which was fine because we were full. Woke up to someone going, madam. After 16 hours we made it to Tokyo, and I finally got to try one of those cool toilets. Everyone says to get the train from the airport, but I knew we were going to be exhausted, so we accidentally booked this minivan. We thought it was just a regular taxi, but we made it to our hotel room, and she is tiny. We're going to be a bit crammed in here, but that's okay because I can't believe we're in Tokyo. This is a childhood dream come true. I can't believe I'm here. I'm overstimulated. I'm overwhelmed. I'm so excited. If there's any specific vlogs you want to see from me, comment them below. But good night for now, ladies.
長いフライトの末、東京で最初に選んだ食事とは？
Here is my first time visiting, so I'll definitely be documenting everything to bring you guys along with me, of course. Getting through TSA was easy breezy, and we got to board our flight early. From LA to Tokyo, it's about a 12-hour flight, and I haven't taken a flight that long in a while, so I was a little bit nervous. But I ate, did my little skincare, watched a movie, and I was able to sleep for a lot of the flight, which made the time go by a lot faster. And I did film like an in-depth beauty routine video for how I survived this long-haul flight, so stay tuned for that. Got off the plane, went through customs in about 30 minutes, picked up our bags, and then took the train to get into Shibuya, where we're staying for the night. We're staying at All Day Place Shibuya, and while the room is tiny, the location is immaculate. Like the Sony and Smee store is literally a block away. I hadn't had a real meal in over 20 hours, so I was delirious, and the first thing that we got was McDonald's, and then we passed out, but I'll see you for the next vlog.
初めての海外一人旅。機内で不安が期待に変わります。
Woke up at 4 a.m. to take the bus from Canberra to Sydney. I was scared they were going to take my almond croissant off me, but they took my luggage and it was under the weight limit. I actually got 0 sleep the night before because I was packing so last minute, so I headed straight to the pharmacy to get my last minute ADHD prescription and some essentials, only to find they did not have my ADHD medication, so I guess I'm going to run out whilst I'm in Japan, but that's okay. The flight got delayed, but only by like 20 minutes, but I'm flying with ANA, which is a Japanese airline. It's only a 9-hour flight from Sydney, and I didn't even select my seat, but they sat me right at the back. And I was very glad to see that I was not stuck in the middle. For economy class, I was quite impressed. They had good leg room and a little footrest. When I flew to Vietnam, we didn't even get a TV, so I was very glad to see we had lots of movie choices, and they had Pokemon in the safety video. I've flown domestic by myself before, but just never international. I got a little Japanese Chardonnay, which really hit the spot, eased the nerves, and then this was our choice of dinner. I went with the fried salmon, and this was probably the best plain meal I have ever had. It was delicious, and we even got some chocolate gelato afterwards. After I slept like a baby, and then I woke up to then bring us our second meal, which was this delicious chicken wrap. Zootopia 2 was a 10 out of 10 by the way, and then we arrived in Tokyo. This is your sign to solo travel if you've been thinking about it, and now it's time to find my capsule hotel. Bye!
日本へ向かう直前に便が欠航。旅は思わぬ方向へ。
Okay, so our flight to Chicago actually just got canceled, and so we're waiting to be rebooked. We just need to be in Chicago for 6:45, so hopefully there's another flight that'll get us there for that time. But if not, they'll just rebook everything, I guess. Okay, so we're officially rebooked, but we're rebooked on different flights. I will update you guys later, but yeah, I'm flying to Korea now. Hello! That's my first time going. Just got through security. I'm heading to my gate. It leaves in like 45 minutes. We're gonna head to Seoul, and then we'll be in Japan. Also, if there's a lesson to be learned, it's to always book with the people that you're traveling with. That is definitely the lesson. Okay guys, we made it to Korea. I'm currently trying to figure out how to get to my transfer. They gave us this little piece of paper, so I'm following it. It is, oh, you dropped your blanket. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm following everybody else. This is a crazy airport. This airport is insane. Okay, so I just made it to Terminal 2, and I kid you not, like, copy and paste, like, Balenciaga, Prada, like, they have all the same stores. I have a Dunkin' in this airport. I'm not really hungry, honestly, so I probably won't get anything, but that's crazy. Okay, best believe I'm going in this bookstore. I actually wasn't sure if they would have English books, but they do. So I'm gonna take a look through. Also, this is what we're working with in terms of the view outside. There are mountains, if you can see. I'm gonna zoom in. It's a little gloomy out, but that's pretty insane. Like, what do you mean at first I was supposed to go to Chicago and now I'm in Korea? That's crazy.
遠回りの末、浅草で出会ったものとは
:30 in the morning, so first things first, we had to bring our bags to our accommodation before heading out for the day to beat jet lag. Now, everyone says to get the Suica IC card on your phone for public transportation, but Apple decided to get rid of it on Apple Wallet. So instead, we're getting the iCoca card, which is the same thing as a Suica, but it's also widely used in the Kansai region. Also, in typical tourist fashion, we got confused on the trains and got off at the wrong station, then went the wrong way, but thankfully, if you have Google Maps, you'll be able to figure it out about 97% of the time. After lots of research, we decided to stay in the Asakusa neighborhood. We also found a traditional ryokan to stay in right near the Sensoji temple, so we dropped off our bags, got our rain jackets because it was actually pouring rain, and set off to explore. But first, we have to get a matcha. Hatoya absolutely lived up to my expectations. We'll be doing the majority of our sightseeing over the next couple days, so next we had to hit up a 7-Eleven for breakfast, and yes, this is a religious experience. Also, this is a place to get cash for the best exchange rate. We grabbed a ton of snacks and ate them in the alleyway before immediately heading next door to Ichiran Ramen. You pay for the ramen at this little vending machine, fill out your choices, and then we chose to get seated in the back with individual quiet seating. They'll serve you the ramen from behind this little window, and yes, it was delicious for how popular this place is. I also grabbed this face mask from a random corner store that I kept seeing on TikTok before heading back to a ryokan to unpack our bags. How cute is this place? I know a lot of people stay in nice fancy hotels in Tokyo, but this was truly the real deal here. Locally owned by the sweetest woman and really comfortable futons. We then ran some errands and hit up Uniqlo because he wanted a day bag, and then we went to Don Quijote. Wow, this place is literally amazing. You could spend hours and hundreds of dollars here, but we were financially responsible and instead took a nap. Then to end the day, we wandered out and found a little sushi restaurant with just 3 people inside, and it was the best sushi I've had in my entire life. Every bite was just immaculate. Now we're grabbing a fruit sando and going to bed immediately, so see you tomorrow for day 2.
東京の暑さと初めて見る街の景色に驚きます。
To our room at like 4 a.m. last night. So it's actually quite late now. It's like I think like 1:30 in the afternoon. But we just thought we'd have a lie-in, so we're not like all drained and tired for the rest of the trip. But this is the room. We've got like a whole little apartment. This is the toilet, which actually has a heated seat. How strange. And then we've got a like little like kitchen here. And this is the bedroom. Look at all the mess. And then in here is the shower, and we've also got a washing machine. So yeah, we're about to leave in a minute. Just bought our travel ticket for the day, our train ticket. It cost us £3.30 for the day. So we just come over to Harajuku. We're now at, ignore my pronunciations, I don't know how to pronounce anything, but we're at, I think it's Meiji Jingu. So yeah, we're just walking in the park now. So this is the Meiji Shrine. Yeah, I will. I'm not really too sure what it is though, but we should probably go and read some signs. But guys, first impressions of Japan is it's so hot. Like, it's not even like the sun's hot, it's just really hot. The air's so humid. I'm actually sweating so much, but yeah, we're just walking around like the park now. So you can write your wishes and put them up on here, I think. We're just walking over to Takashita Street now. Like, I think that's how you say it, probably not though. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what this is like down here. I believe it's just loads of like shops and like food stalls and stuff, so yeah.
We're now in, I think it's called Shibuya. Is it Shibuya? Is that how we thought we say it? Shibuya. We don't really know. Yeah, we're walking over to find the like really busy crossing now. Just went into Zara. I can't help myself. Keep buying clothes, but it's okay. It's okay. Well, it's got 2 tops. Tom didn't get anything though, but yeah. So we've come to this sushi place for dinner. So we order off these like iPads and then the food comes round on like a conveyor belt.
何気なく入った店で忘れられない餃子とカツに出会います。
The jet lag. So CJ and I walked to this shrine where it was the perfect time because there was no crowds. I'm telling you, it was absolutely stunning. But we were getting hungry, so we walked over to Noah Coffee and we just stumbled upon it. I got a matcha and CJ got a bowl and I got an egg salad sandwich and it was so delicious. We kept walking. CJ's found a 7-Eleven and he literally screamed when he saw it and ran to take a picture. And then we had to stop as he watched this guy like clean the windows. It was so funny. But we walked over to Shibuya Crossing. This was our first time doing it. Let me tell you guys, we did it like a million times today. Like it was so funny. We didn't really have any plans, so we decided to just go to Shibuya and just walk around and see where the wind took us. Except we did want to go to Happy Pancakes, so we stopped and got the fluffiest pancakes in the world. These are literally life-changing. I took a bite and I was like, you're joking. On the way out, I of course lost CJ because he decided to make new friends, which he does everywhere. But we went to a couple more shops, and when they tell you the shopping is overwhelming, like I don't even know. But I saw my first cherry blossom and I was so excited. We went back to the hotel to change because it got hot when we woke up. It was like 29 degrees and very quickly changed to like 55. And I was like, yeah, I gotta go. But I got another matcha. This one was from the Matcha Tokyo and it was very good. After walking around more shops, we decided to get a little snack. So we split a ramen and some gyozas, and these gyozas were literally life-changing. I haven't had anything better. Like I was like, I can't believe this is real. But we literally stumbled upon a Garrett's popcorn and I was like, what is happening, before going to Antasuka Tiger, and I was debating what shoes to get, but I decided to get the silver ones. I might get more. They're honestly so comfortable. This go-karting is crazy. But we went back to the hotel and I did change again because it was getting cold. We walked over, we went to Shibuya Crossing at night. It is insane. These people are like sprinting to get their pictures, but we found this katsu place, just stumbled upon it, and it literally melted in your mouth. On the way back home from dinner, we found this like claw machine place, and we tried to play a couple games, but we lost every single time. And then we walked back. That was it.
東京初日の楽しみは観光だけではありません。
First, get off that damn plane and run if you can because this itinerary is packed. The first order of proper business, and this only applies if you land in Haneda Airport, is to hit up Godaima Hanayama for their viral flat udon. This will save you hours of queuing at their other branches because rumor has it you can spend more than 2 hours queuing just to get into the Ginza spot. We're staying in Shinjuku, and whilst it is very hectic, if you're only here for a few days or if it's your first time, this is the most accessible spot and will give you a real vibe of busy Tokyo. Go outside, explore, and soak up the atmosphere. Onitsuka was next on our list because you must, and it's just easier to get some of the must-have shopping items ticked off your list. We ended up leaving the store with 4 pairs of shoes and some apparel because it's just so much cheaper than London. For dinner, I'm going to show you where you can get some of the best beef in the world. Honestly, the quality here is unmatched and it's melt-in-your-mouth buttery cuts of beef. Let's put some of this delicious beef on. So here we have a Wagyu selection, 4 different types, all different types of fat content, and let's put it on the grill. Look at that. Wow, no words. This meal was so good that I still dream about it 6 months later. Now, for late night activities, this is very touristy, but if this is your first time in Tokyo, then I honestly think it's worth it. Memory Lane is a recreation of the post-war eating alleys. There are so many barbecue and grill spots and drinking dens, and it's the perfect place for a little wander, for snacks, or to hunker down with a crisp, cold Asahi. Skewers are a must, and my favorite are the garlic sprouts and also raw cabbage with Kewpie and mayo. My biggest advice for newbies is to hit up Don Donki on your first day because after a few days of overstimulation in the city, Don Donki is going to be a real-life simulation of hell and you are not going to want to step foot in it. The crowds, the hospital lights, the soundtrack on loop, you're soldiering for the greater good. I would go with a list of everything that you want to buy. I have a great video, self-plug, on my page, and then you can hit this up military style. Or if you have the patience, be my guest and get ping-ponged across the floor like a sardine.
今度は東京で過ごす48時間、渋谷から夢の国へ。
And these convenience stores are crazy. Look at these vending machines. Then we went to Hattoya for some matcha and absolute trash. Absolute trash. Then we went to the iconic Shibuya crossing. I love this place. Love this place. Then we stumbled upon a Spider-Man pop-up, which was pretty cool. And Nessie was there. Then there was a Porsche. Then we decided to get my Onitsuka Tigers, and this was fun. Then my sister went to Disney store. Didn't buy anything because we went to Disney the next day. Then we went to an exotic fruit store. Okay. Then I had a peach, which was crazy. Then we went to Don Quito, and look at this Kit Kat collection. Absolutely crazy. Crazy. Then we went back to Shibuya, went to the Halal Wagyu store, and we got some skewers. It was pretty good, like a 7.5. Then we went to Gyomon, and I love this ramen. Super spicy, super tasty, which I really like. Then we went to 7-Eleven, and then we saw some vending machines, and we went back to Shibuya with the Uber, and looked at the police. Then we got my Onitsuka Tigers, and then I went to sleep. Went out in the night, then we went back to Shibuya Crossing, which was pretty cool. Love this place, such a vibe. Then we went to Tokyo Tower. Okay, look at the view of Tokyo Tower. Wow. Then we took the metro, met this famous YouTuber. He gave Diners a shout out, and then we had the famous iconic egg sandwich. Then we went to Sensoji Temple, and look at this matcha. Next day, we were at Disney train. Now we're at Tokyo Disneyland. Such a vibe, such a vibe. And look at that. There's the Disney castle. Wow. We went to Thunder Mountain. This was kind of cool. Nice. And then we went to like a haunted house. Kind of creepy. Actually, super creepy. Then we were just going around the park, the teacups, and Beauty and the Beast. This was a vibe. Really cool ride. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would. And then here's the Beast. I guess Beauty and Beauty. And this was a vibe. A vibe in the teacups. And it was really cool. Okay. And then we went to the castle. These videos are a bit long, but I wanted to show you guys some of the fireworks, some of the lights, so you have an idea. Absolutely love Disney, and I think it brings back all our nostalgia, which is kind of cool. We went to the Sweetheart Cafe at Disney, so yeah. And we had to make sure everything was halal, and these desserts were pretty good. I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. We were pretty late that day because we overslept and the deadline, but it was still good. We got to Disney, did some stuff. We were chilling, and then we took the train back to Shibuya, and we got some sushi. Wow.
初めての回転寿司。正体不明の一皿にも挑戦します。
Because it looked good, but hopefully it's good. Sounds good. It came! Okay, so anybody from Japan, let me know what I ordered because I don't really know what it is, but it looked really good. Cheers!
Here we go.
Do you actually like it? Yeah, good choice, right? This looks good. Don't know what it is, but it's coming. Yep. I want to try that. You remember? I was The tuna is actually melting in my mouth. I don't know if there's a horseradish sauce on there, but it was so good. And now I think I have to go for my favorite salmon. Zach, what did you get?
I don't know.
What?
Let's see how it is. Taste test, here we go. Try not to drop it. And I'm gonna try to just get it all.
Nice.
That was good.
Thank you.
Looks like I got corn wrapped in seaweed.
Let's see how that tastes.
Good. It's like corn. Kind of tastes like fish. I'm gonna try it.
Corn. Me and Zach just ordered this next roll. That one right there. It's something I always see, and I've been kind of dying to try it, but I've been kind of scared, and Zach's been kind of intimidated by it. So we're gonna try it together for our last and final roll.
I don't want to.
He has to. I ordered 2, and it was only $2. They're here. Okay, so we just found out these are salmon eggs.
It's gonna be like boba, but I know it's an egg.
No, you won't even taste. It's definitely not gonna be like boba. Cheers.
It's like boba. Never again.
Okay.
in the most nice way possible. It tastes like I just swallowed a whole bunch of seawater. That one was a little bit on our adventurous side. We don't think we'll be ordering again, but I'm happy I tried it because now I know. So, bye!
東京を離れ、沖縄の小さな島で静かな絶景を探します。
Let's go on a little day trip to see one of the islands. But first, a bottle of water. Konnichiwa.
Have to take this bus for 30 minutes and then hop on a ferry, but it shouldn't take more than an hour in total, so.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Just a little choppy.
Okay, we're here. Let's rent a bike to explore. Konnichiwa. One bike. I like this one. Okay, see you at 5. So basically this whole island is 8 kilometers long, meaning I can see this whole island in like an hour by bike. So let's cycle around. Guys, how insane. It's just me. It's crazy. This whole island is very sacred, so you're not allowed to swim here, but there is a very pretty beach that I want to see. It's just down here. How gorgeous.
旅を終えて分かった初めての日本で役立つこととは？
You that you can't really be prepared for your first trip to Japan, so here are a few things that I found were really helpful. To start off, we did Sapporo, Osaka, Kyoto, Fuji, and then Tokyo in that order. Most people don't go to Sapporo, but it's honestly such a hidden gem, especially in the winter. Secondly, everyone's going to tell you that you need cash, but really, I found that everywhere took tap or a credit card of some form. Personally, I used the Scotiabank Passport. They have no foreign exchange fees, and I had no issues with this. Thirdly, you're definitely going to want to get a Suica card. It's great for transportation, such as trains and buses. You can add it straight to your Apple Wallet. The subway system in Japan is actually so convenient, but avoid it during rush hours and be prepared to do stairs, like a lot of stairs. For taxis, you're going to want to download an app called Go. It's like their version of Uber, and it was great. Yes, 7-Eleven is super convenient, but no, it does not have the best food in Japan like everybody tells you. It's great for snacks, it's great to pick up some drinks, but that's about it. For food and restaurants, it's honestly very cheap, and there is a no tipping policy. You're also going to want to download an app called Tablog. It's the Japanese restaurant review app, and it was really great to have. Vintage shopping is so intense in Japan. Nobody warns you about this, but at one point you're gonna get so sick of looking at a Chanel bag, trust me. But personally, I found that Sapporo and Tokyo had some of the best prices, and yes, I did check Kyoto and Osaka, and honestly, I have so many more tips. Let me know if you want a part 2. Over the next few videos, I'm going to be covering all the cities we stayed at, what we ate, what we did, and so much more, so follow along for more Japan tips.
最後は日本で見つけた魅力と失敗を振り返ります。
Mungkin ini bisa bermanfaat buat kalian yang mau ke Jepang juga for the first time. Nah, biasa kan kalau orang pertama kali ke Jepang pasti maunya ke Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka. Gue juga kayak gitu, guys. Nah, gue tuh sebelumnya udah tanya-tanya sama saudara gue yang udah pernah ke Jepang, baiknya tuh gimana sih beli tiket dan lain-lainnya. Akhirnya gue mutusin buat beli tiketnya tuh multi-city. Jadi gue dari Jakarta, landingnya itu di Narita atau Tokyo. Terus nanti kita pulangnya baru dari Osaka. Jadi dari Osaka baru ke Jakarta. Jadi dengan rute yang kayak gini tuh bener-bener menghemat pengeluaran tiket kalian. Terus untuk tiket Shinkansen juga cuma perlu beli sekali aja dari Tokyo ke Kyoto. Terus dari Kyoto ke Osaka itu pakai kereta biasa aja. Jaraknya cuma 60 menitan kok. Nah yang kedua, gue mau saranin kalian untuk cobain makanan dari Family Mart atau Sevel-nya. Karena pilihannya tuh banyak banget kayak video yang tadi itu, dan gak kalah enak. Terus yang ketiga, ini sekarang kan orang bilang ya gak usah ke Arashiyama karena Arashiyama udah overrated. Menurut gue enggak, tetap harus ke Arashiyama. Karena tuh dia bener-bener enak banget tempatnya. Kalian tetap muter-muter aja daerah situ, kan gak cuman ada si hutan bambu itu. Malahan selama di Jepang gue paling suka di Arashiyama ini. Karena kayak vibes kotanya tuh bener-bener hilang. Padahal ini tuh masih di Kyoto. Terus waktu itu tuh cuacanya lagi adem, jadi enak banget jalan kaki, nggak kepanasan, nggak terlalu dingin. Terus kalian bisa juga ya, ini ke pinggir sungainya, gue nggak tahu nama sungainya nih apa, tapi enak banget buat bengong aja tuh enak. Terus kalian nggak boleh ketinggalan buat beli brand makeup Jepang. Ini semua lipstiknya gue cobain dari brand Can Make. Warnanya cakep-cakep banget dan natural, harganya cuma 70.000. Dicarinya gampang lagi, kalian tinggal masuk aja tuh ke drugstore, pasti ada. Apalagi kalau kalian ke Shinsai Bashi Suji, itu bener-bener kan sepanjang jalan tuh toko-toko dan banyak banget drugstore-nya. Itu murah-murah juga, lebih murah daripada di Tokyo. Nah, udah di Jepang kalian gak afdol kalau nggak main gacha atau capit-capit boneka kayak gini. Menurut gue ini seru banget. Padahal di sini juga ada, tapi nggak tahu kalau di Jepang tuh vibes-nya beda. Terus kalau misalkan kalian dapat bonekanya, nanti tuh sama orang bisa divakum gitu. Jadi kita bisa bawa pulang karena udah gepeng. Nah, gue sukanya begini nih, kalau nggak pakai tour ya, kita jalan sendiri, kita tuh bisa nyoba-nyobain apa yang ada di depan mata kita. Jadi kayak kita banyak experience-nya gitu loh pas di Jepang. Oh ya, gue mau kasih tahu juga kesalahan gue waktu ke Jepang itu kurang riset tentang metro pass atau subway passnya gitu. Gue full pakai Suica, di mana itu jadinya bengkak banget. Karena ternyata banyak banget metro pass.
想像と違うからこそ日本での初日は忘れられないのですね。